Thanks for coming and hanging out in the basement with me today. I'm glad you made it down. Well, here is the second big item that I got in that last auction haul, which is, this one is the Santa Fe Special Freight Set. And it's kind of more than your real basic one. It comes with a track and a transformer and stuff originally. But instead of like 2 cars or 3 cars, this came with 5 cars originally. We're going to move the camera, take a closer look, and we're going to dive into that engine. That engine really surprises me. When I tested it on the last video, it worked way better than I expected. And it's got a smoke and a whistle, so it's pretty cool. Let's get started. Here you see the 8644 engine with whistle and the tender here. And we'll take apart the tender too. We'll take a look at it. And die cast, which is great. And what really surprised me is how good a runner this is and how strong it is. It's got a traction tire, but it just runs really nice, even though it's got a can motor in it, but it's okay. So, includes those 2 things. Plus we got a caboose, of course. This is a nice one. Standard boxcar, unpainted. That's fine. We got a trailer on a, on a detachable frame here, but what I discovered when I looked at inside here is there's this lever, and I don't know if you saw that last video that was kind of falling off the trailer, but if you pull this tab, you can pull it off and have a have the trailer just sitting down or whatever, but it's actually got a locking mechanism in it. I didn't know that, so that was pretty cool to discover that out. Always learning new stuff. I don't mind learning new stuff. I enjoy it. Alright. So that's pretty cool. The automotive with flat cars is also cool. I gotta get a different strap or something for this. The original strap was pretty well gone. But these are your traditional Lionel cars. And nice trailer. Definitely needs to be cleaned. Not sure if you can see that here. Let me move this light a little closer, but this wheel is like really gunked up, so I'll be cleaning all these wheels off camera. Don't want to bore you guys with that. But one thing I want to tell you is that what we're missing is a log car, and it just so happens that I own one. Say what? Now, I'm not really one for running a set in its set form. I don't really care about it, and I personally don't like these log cars. I think they're kind of silly. Maybe if you strapped it down with chain or something, it would look better, but it's not my deal. But this one is the Bureau of Land Management. The original one would have been Santa Fe, of course, but probably the same color. And I don't exactly know where I bought this from. I don't remember. I didn't go to Trainorama in Ohio. Marblehead, $46.95. But this car is also from the same era, 1997, so it like fits right in. How did I determine that it was from 1997? This guy right here came with an instruction set, 4 of 97. I gotta laugh at this. Your operating dump car will add hours of unloading fun to your layout. With the press of a button, the cradle automatically tilts, delivering the loaded to the tray to the side of the track. Oh boy. Pretty crazy. But, yeah, I probably only run this thing once or twice. You can tell I ran it, but yeah, not much going on there. Definitely need to glue the window a little bit. But in the box, I've got a jump tray, it says Lionel on it, and this little track device that would manually grab the plunger and pull it down. So that's kind of cool. We'll run that around a little bit. But get this out of the way. One car I don't have to clean up at least. Alright, get my super special 70s towel out here. And now that we've looked at everything, let's take a look at the locomotive. Let's start here. I kind of want to get this apart and take a look at it. Alright, so how would you say this comes apart? Screw in the front. So this tender's not too bad, except they give you a fake backup light, but there's no light bulb in there. It'd be kind of fun to 3D print something or something. But let's take a look here and see what makes this thing tick. The whistle works quite well. Come on. Almost out. There we go. Okay, inside the shell. Doesn't say anything, no numbers or anything like it. We've got a miniature can motor on here now. A little circuit to activate it for when the circuit senses AC current going down the track. It'll start it up. But yeah, not bad. On the bottom, on the frame here, it says Lionel Trains Inc., Chesterfield, Michigan. So this was made in America, which is great. Whistle works quite well. Let's try it out. Works good. I'll pop that together after I clean it. So, on to the engine. There's your can motor there. Let's pop this thing apart too. I am really curious on this guy. Now, it's been a little while since I've added fluid, so I'm not too worried about the fluid dripping out because it has a smoke unit in it. And what I'm using for smoke is Lionel Official Hot Chocolate Scented Premium Smoke Fluid. Fancy, fancy. Like, if it's been sitting a while, like 10 drops or something like that, and it'll be good. I'm not going to swamp it with that. So, I think we just got the one screw. That'll be this guy right here. I might change out this bell. I really prefer the kind of more turned aluminum looking one. Shinier metal. We've got 8 p.m. Central Wisconsin. Alright, there's that guy. Okay. Got things kind of hanging up here. I probably have to pull those off, huh? Close. Okay, well that one came off. Alright, excellent. Didn't think I'd really have to. Okay, so we got the ground wire for the smoke unit. This is the power wire. Don't have any hair, miscellaneous hair or anything stuck around here, so that's good. Let's see if the screwdriver's small enough to get these off. Yes, it is. Excellent. Pull the switch off so we don't damage the wires. This is the reverse lockout switch. And I think our screw is stuck, or it's got a, no, doesn't have a nut on it. Oh, there we go. I just had it out. Wasn't moving. There, come on now. Where's this thing loaded in here? Well, alright, well, let's take a look at what we got. So we got a piece of tape on top here. Yee, gooey. Very gooey. Okay, so we've got a wire nut. Pull that out. This would be the center rail, the hot rail connections. We've got headlight, and so this smoke unit must get its feet off the headlight. Put this back on here. Alright, there we go. Here is the unit. Got the trailing truck. And we got the same reverse board that the diesel has. 4 heavy-duty transistors. Single chip on there. Pretty straightforward. This will be easy to clean up. And I'm not going to be lubricating the motor. These cam motors, especially the back one, unless it's making noise or running slow, I just wouldn't lubricate it. And we'll add lubrication to the gears here, but there's no hair or anything to pull out, so winner, winner. We need a little bit of lubrication in here, but you can tell here these things are really dirty as well. I want to see the smoke unit. Alright, this one, oh, this is made in Mexico. Made in Maco, M-A-C-A-O. Interesting. says Chesterfield, and I'm gonna have to research that a little bit because there's a sticker. It says made in Macao. Maybe this was left over from the Mexican days? I really don't know. So this thing puffs. How do you think it does that? I'm not really sure on this one. I don't see any mechanism. Alright, well, let's get this thing out of here. So it's very important to install the ground strap. Otherwise, it won't operate correctly. Let's pull this other unit off here. It is important to always have smoke fluid in there, because it could burn out if it's not. Okay, there's our light bulb. Ah, we do have something pushing on it. So when this is in here, yep, the side rod pushes on it there. It's very simple. Wow, and it works really good. I would think this would be bigger, but no, it works very good. Yeah, there's not really any repairing this, I don't think. It's probably glued together. Yeah, it's welded. Plastic's welded together. That's amazing. That works really good. Just put up our side rod. So yeah, not bad. Chesterfield, Michigan, made in Macao. Definitely gonna have to look at that. Alright, let me start cleaning this thing up. I'm gonna use my favorite solvent, naphtha. Then clean up everything else and we'll get the stuff on the rails and see how it looks. Okay, it's all done, and I ended up doing a separate video for cleaning up all these cars. I wasn't planning on it, but I knew I'd be doing it for a while, so I did a live stream. I'm going to have a link in the description of this video, maybe a card at the end of the video for that live stream if you're interested. It's a 2-hour live stream. We talk about all kinds of stuff while I clean up this stuff, and at the very end we run it around and run some other stuff. But it is ready to go right now. Let's get this car in the consist here. Let's put it right behind the automotive car. Let's get this thing moving. Let's put her right here. This thing runs so good. Just the smallest amount of voltage when you don't have any cars behind it, and it'll start rolling. Okay, that looks much better. Yeah, that's 6 volts right there. And it's very impressive. I've got 7 there. Nice and slow. Works really good. Wow, that was a pretty darn successful repair if I do say so myself. This thing runs even better now that it's all cleaned up and properly lubricated. All the wheels are clean on every car, and the engine is all cleaned up, lubricated. It's working great. Let me know what you think of this video. I'm very happy with how this runs. It is a surprisingly good runner to me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you check out the rest of the catalog. Oh, let's hit the whistle. And we got a sparking, we got a sparking trolley up on top there. That's great. Not bad for only 8 volts. Let's turn up the speed.